Superman number 13. Let's talk about this issue. Using my space system, story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. If I give this a 10 out of 10, I'm not telling you that this comic that I hold in my hand right now is better than Watchmen or Alan Moore's run on Swamp Thing. I'm not saying that, or The Dark Knight Returns. What I'm saying is that for a modern Superman comic, this is the best you can get. I'm saying this because this is going to get a very high mark because the last few issues of Action Comics, 1061, 2, 3, 4, something like that, or 2, 3, 4, whatever it is, have been bloody stellar. This House of Brainiac is pretty awesome so far. Let's cross our fingers that it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good because it looks like it's only a 5-part thing. I can't stand when things are so long. Like this last Action thing where he fought Bizarro. I think it was 3 parts or 4. Perfect. It's just, that's perfect. I don't need more than that. 3, 4, that's way enough, right? Even 2-parters are good. A lot of the times they keep doing this thing where they keep like extending the issues, and it's like, oh, let's make it 6 parts, let's make it 7, just so they could sell a trade paperback. Oh, I don't think that's going to be happening here. All right, so this is Superman fighting Lobo and Brainiac. I'm giving the story a 2 out of 2 because I'm pretty pumped up to see what's going to happen. You know, Brainiac, classic villain. Lobo's pretty fun. So it's Lobo's peoples, whatever they're. I can never pronounce their name or remember what their names are. It's Lobo's guys who are being controlled by Brainiac, and there's multiple Brainiacs. So it's pretty cool. He's captured all the superfluous characters that no one cares about, except for Supergirl, who I do like. I don't mind Connor. I really liked his Superboy series. That was a lot of fun. Actually, that was a fun Superman series. But I don't need 400 Supermen. I don't need kids and adopted kids and then ex-girlfriends with powers. It's just like, ugh, it's too much. So all those characters got rid of those characters real quick. Just like in the and they know if you're telling the story, you're like, I don't need all these people in here. So they got rid of them pretty quickly. So I'm giving it the story a 2 out of 2. I'm like really intrigued with what's going on with Brainiac here. We can go right into pacing. This is going to be a shorter video. The pacing is 2 out of 2, man. There's lots of action in here. It gets right into it. It gets going right away. There's no BS stuff. It just moves right away. Now I got this cover. If you got the 2 covers, this is the other cover. This cover coincides with the other cover, so you can make one big thing. So I got this variant edition. They sold out of this cover, and I actually don't have a specific cover on my pull list, so. My shop pulled whatever they thought looked cool, and actually this one does look cool. It just doesn't fit the other one. But yeah, pacing is 2 out of 2, man. Lots of action. They get right into it, and I'm going to give the art a 2 out of 2. Again, I'm not saying the art in this comic is better than Alex Ross or Jack Kirby or Neil Adams or something. I'm just saying that it all comes together beautifully in this particular comic that I hold in my hand. That's a cool panel here with Superman and this awesome bike. That is badass. There's a great line in here. Which we'll talk about the characters in a minute, but like everything looks really good to me. The colors are popping, and this is the physical copy. The digital copy is like super bright. So yeah, great art. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really loving this this entire thing here. I think it's done really well. Hopefully it continues on. While we're on the subject of art, though, I do want to show you my channel sponsor, beardedshirts.com. This is one of my favorite shirts. It's all of the Legionnaires in an all-over shirt. So different guys on the back and front. Mon-El, that's awesome. Princess Projectra, Saturn Girl, Supergirl, Polar Boy, love Polar Boy. Superboy's on the back here with Lana. So yeah, beardedshirts.com. They do these awesome print all-over shirts. Ship worldwide. Channel sponsor. If you sign up and you become a Legionnaire of the channel, you're entered into a draw to win something from Bearded Shirts every month. For the characters, I mean, I think I'm going to give it a 2 out of 2. This is crazy. Like, I mean, Superman is awesome. Obviously, he's my favorite character of all time, not just in comics, just of anything. Lobo is a lot of fun in this book. Supergirl's pretty useful here. Brainiac is kind of fun. Lex Luthor's like, oh, I'm going to betray Superman. Oh, no, to save my daughter. What's going on? Yeah, everything's coming together for this. I'm going to give this enjoyment factor a 2 out of 2 as well. I'm going to give this a 10. This sounds crazy. This actually sounds crazy, but I do want to explain my system. Like, I'm not comparing this to Kurt Swan, like pre-crisis Superman stuff, which was just so fun and cool. This is the modern Superman comics well, they've been up and down. Let's face it, they've been up and down. But the last few Action Comics and Superman now with this House of Brainiac is really cool. In my opinion, and I'm not reading every DC comic book there is, I haven't read Detective Comics. I'm hearing people love it and some people hate it. I haven't read that, but I've been collecting Detective Comics in physical form this entire run. Once this run is done, I will now then go back and read the entire thing. So people are saying that's really good. I like the covers, but I think Superman and Action Comics is the best two comics that DC is making right now. Again, I haven't read Detective. You might think that's great. I can't think of any other DC book. Like, Jay Garrick Flash was kind of fun. Like, Sandman was okay. Like, Alan Scott's terrible. A lot of the other ones are terrible. I'm not reading every DC book. Wonder Woman is just terrible. Like, stop it. I read the first 5 or 6 pages of issue 1 of Wonder Woman, then I just stopped, and I'm listening to other people's reviews of it, and it sounds like it's something that I wouldn't like. So these have been the best. It's Superman doing cool stuff and fighting guys. There's a great line here that Superman says, I'll leave you with this. If you like my space system, despite me I'm not shilling over this, but I am giving this a 10 out of 10. But if you like my system, please like the video, consider subscribing. I do want to mention this one line here. That's a great line in this panel here. It says, this is Superman talking to Lobo. My father used to say that when you yell in anger, people don't hear what you said. They only remembered that you yelled. Beautiful. That's great. That was a great line by Superman. So love this comic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That's it, everybody. Until next time.